Alright, let's start with something that sounds like a sci-fi movie title but is actually real. A virus that could change everything. This isn't just any ordinary germ. It's a microscopic invader that has scientists buzzing with excitement and concern alike. Imagine if there was a tiny creature so small you can't see it with the naked eye, yet it holds the power to reshape our world in ways we've only begun to imagine. This virus was first discovered in a remote corner of the globe, where researchers were studying some of the most extreme environments on Earth. It wasn't found in a hospital or a lab. It was stumbled upon in a place that's more like a science fiction setting than a real-world location. Think hot springs, deep-sea vents, or even the frozen tundra. These places are so harsh that only the toughest organisms can survive there, and this virus is one of them. What makes this virus so special? Well, it doesn't just infect humans or animals like most viruses do. It has a unique ability to interact with its environment in ways that scientists are still trying to understand. Some say it could be used to clean up pollution, while others warn that if we don't handle it carefully, it might have unintended consequences. It's like having a superpower in the form of a microscopic organism, but with all the responsibility that comes with it. Now, you're probably thinking, why should I care about this virus? The answer is simple, because it could change everything we know about biology, medicine, and even our planet's future. It's not just another virus in the pile of things we need to worry about. It's a potential game changer that might hold the key to solving some of humanity's biggest challenges. So what's next? Well, scientists are racing against time to unlock its secrets. They're studying it in labs, trying to figure out how it works and what it can do. But with great power comes great responsibility, and this virus is no exception. It's a reminder that even the smallest things can have the biggest impact, and sometimes they're not what we expect. Alright, let's talk about where this virus came from. It didn't just pop out of nowhere like a surprise party for your immune system. It had a home, a habitat, and even some friends. Scientists believe it started in animals, probably somewhere in the wild, living peacefully among other creatures without causing any trouble. But then something happened, maybe a sneeze, maybe a bat, or perhaps just bad luck, that brought it into contact with humans. This virus isn't like your average flu bug. It's more of a stealthy intruder that likes to hide in the shadows. Its natural habitat is probably somewhere in the dense forests or jungles where wildlife thrives. Think of it as a tiny, invisible guest at a party. Everyone's having fun, and no one notices it until it's too late. Scientists think it might have been living in bats or other animals for years before making its way into humans. Now, how did scientists even find this virus? Well, they didn't just stumble upon it like finding a lost wallet on the sidewalk. They had to be really good at their jobs, like detectives with microscopes. When people started getting sick and doctors noticed strange patterns in symptoms, researchers got curious. They looked for clues in patient samples, studied animal populations, and even used advanced technology to track its genetic code. The first time scientists identified this virus was like solving a mystery that had been going on for years. It wasn't just about finding the virus itself. It was about understanding how it moved between animals and humans. They had to piece together information from different parts of the world, compare data, and figure out where the virus came from. It's kind of like trying to solve a puzzle with pieces that don't all fit perfectly at first. So what did they discover? Turns out this virus has been around for a while, hiding in plain sight. It wasn't just a new threat. It was an old one that had been waiting for the right moment to make its move. Scientists now know more about how it spreads, where it lives, and even some of the animals it might have come from. But there's still a lot we don't know, which is why this virus continues to be such a big deal. Alright, let's talk about what makes this virus stand out in the crowded world of pathogens. Unlike your average cold-causing rhinovirus, which is more like a party crasher that shows up uninvited and leaves you sneezing, this virus has a whole different game plan. It doesn't just sneak in through your nose. It's got a molecular toolkit that makes it feel like a seasoned spy with a PhD in biology. First off, let's break down its structure. This virus isn't just some random blob of proteins and genetic material. It's more like a precision-engineered machine. Its outer shell, or envelope, is made up of lipids and proteins that act as both armor and a disguise. Think of it as the virus's version of a stealth suit, helping it slip past your immune system without getting caught. Now, let's talk about how it replicates. Most viruses just hijack your cells to make copies of themselves. But this one, it's like a mastermind in a lab coat. Instead of going straight for the kill, it uses a clever strategy called replication by transcription. That means it doesn't need to build entire new viral particles right away. It can use your own cellular machinery to produce its genetic material faster and more efficiently. But wait, there's more. This virus has a unique genetic makeup that sets it apart from the rest. While many viruses have RNA as their genetic code, this one is a bit of a rebel. It uses DNA instead. That's right, DNA. It's like the virus decided to switch sides and join the cool kids who use DNA for their blueprints. This makes it more stable and harder to mutate, which could be both good and bad depending on your perspective. And let's not forget about its ability to adapt. This virus isn't stuck in the past. It has a knack for evolving quickly, thanks to its unique genetic structure. It's like having a virus that can learn from its mistakes and improve itself in real time. That means it can outsmart your immune system and even develop resistance to treatments faster than you can say antibody. Okay, so here's the thing about viruses. They're not just these sneaky little troublemakers that make you cough and feel terrible. They're actually like nature's ultimate lab experiment, and sometimes those experiments lead to some of the biggest medical breakthroughs in history. Think about it. The polio vaccine was born from studying a virus, and now we've got mRNA technology thanks to the pandemic. It's wild how something that causes chaos can also be the key to unlocking new treatments. Let me break this down for you. When scientists study viruses like the one that caused the pandemic, they're not just looking at how it spreads or how bad it makes people feel. They're trying to understand its structure, how it interacts with our cells, and even how it evolves over time. And guess what? All of that information can be used to create better vaccines, more effective treatments, and even new ways to diagnose diseases before they ever become a problem. Take the development of mRNA vaccines as an example. These weren't just a last-minute fix. They were the result of decades of research into how viruses work at a molecular level. By studying the virus's genetic material, scientists could design vaccines that teach our immune system to recognize and fight it before it even has a chance to cause harm. It's like giving your body a superhero training program, but with science instead of capes. But wait, there's more. Viruses can also help us in unexpected ways. For instance, some viruses are being used as tools to deliver gene therapies directly into our cells. This is super cool because it means we could potentially cure genetic disorders or even treat cancer by targeting specific genes. It's like having a tiny delivery truck that only stops at the right addresses. No more messy side effects. And let's not forget about diagnostics. The pandemic pushed the development of rapid testing methods, which are now being used for everything from detecting HIV to identifying antibiotic-resistant bacteria. These tests are faster, cheaper, and more accurate than ever before, thanks in part to the lessons learned from studying viruses. It's like having a supercharged version of a medical detective who can spot problems before they get out of hand. Okay, so you're thinking about viruses and tech? Let's be real, viruses are like the ultimate tiny hackers. They've been around for billions of years, sneaking into cells, rewriting their DNA, and basically doing what they want without asking permission. But here's the twist. Scientists are now trying to turn these little troublemakers into tools instead of threats. Imagine a virus that doesn't make you sick but helps build tiny machines inside your body. That's not sci-fi, it's synthetic biology in action. One of the coolest things about viruses is their ability to self-replicate. Think of them as nature's version of a factory line, churning out copies of themselves with precision. Scientists are using this trait to create nanotechnology. Tiny machines that can do everything from delivering medicine directly to cancer cells to cleaning up pollutants in the environment. It's like having a microscopic janitor and doctor all in one, but way cooler. Then there's biocomputing, where viruses are being used as biological circuits. These aren't your average computer chips. They're living systems that can process information using DNA instead of silicon. Picture a virus that acts as a tiny processor, solving complex problems or even storing data in strands of genetic code. It's like if you could store your entire library inside a single drop of water, except it's not just books, it's actual working computers. But wait, there's more. Synthetic biology is taking this idea even further by engineering viruses to perform specific tasks. For example, some viruses are being modified to produce energy or break down harmful chemicals in the environment. It's like giving a virus a job as an eco-friendly superhero, cleaning up our planet while you're busy binge-watching your favorite show. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Using viruses in technology isn't without its challenges. There are ethical questions about modifying life itself and ensuring these creations don't accidentally cause more harm than good. But if done right, the possibilities are mind-blowing. Think of a future where viruses help us cure diseases, build smarter machines, or even extend human lifespan. It's not just science fiction anymore. It's the next big thing in tech.